Brenda Werner has identified the traditional process of cultural thought among black women that is the basis for decision-making and social interaction, and has named it Africana Womanism. Werner believes that Africana Womanism is why the feminist movement has failed to lure the rank-and-file black woman. She's also concerned about black college students and what she believes are cults of influence, victimization, rebellion, and idol worship, among others. Brenda Werner is out of the box and off of the plantation. I'm Tony Brown. In a moment, Africana Womanism and the cults of influence. My guest is Ms. Brenda Werner. Ms. Werner has a master's degree in education from Harvard University, heads her own communications firm in Chicago, and is chair of the National Africana Women's Studies Organization. Ms. Werner, welcome very much.
Thank you for having me.
Very nice having you. I'm glad finally we could get your schedule straight. I know you speak all over all the time. Thanks for coming. What is Africana Womanism? What is the relevance? Why and what is the distinction between Africana Womanism and what we've come to know as the feminist movement in America?
I guess I could start by saying that I became associated with people who promoted feminism approximately between 1969 and 1970. And from the very beginning, in my association with these women as the head of a black student organization at Ithaca College and Cornell University, I always recognized that their basis for operation, their perspective, and their principles were different than that of which black women had traditionally purported as I knew it. I come from Chicago, and most of the people in my family are from the South. We had a pretty clear indication of how we thought about things. And over the years, over about 22 years of participation in the women's studies movement, it became clearer and clearer to me that the thought mechanism that drives black thought is basically different from that of the popular culture movement called feminism. And the difference lies in the fact that Africana women have had an entirely different experience in the United States than women of Eastern or even Western European experience. Our experience says the feminists started off talking about equal pay for equal work and even talking about women working. Black women have always worked, have always taken care of not only their own houses, but white women's houses too. They've always had the accessibility of influence in the community. Feminists wanted accessibility to influence men. When white civil rights, Eastern liberal establishment white civil rights workers came to the South to help in what they called the civil rights movement, they expected to see different disenfranchised black women whom they were going to lend their support to. To their surprise, they came to find out that black women ran the civil rights movement, that they were highly influential in the church and in the home. This sparked a kind of jealousy that sparked the modern day feminist movement. I was recently reading the book by Kay Mills on Fannie Lou Hamer's life. And when they approached Fannie Lou Hamer and encouraged her to join what they call the women's liberation movement at that time, Fannie Lou Hamer's response was, I don't need to be liberated from my man. I don't want to be liberated from my community, my culture, or my family. Well, the only thing that I want is the freedom to live as well as everybody else.